Okay folks, this will be an interesting one, a piece of lost property. Someone came around to clean and cook for me and she left something behind and she decided it was not worth coming back. She obviously had enough money to cover it, so she left them behind, and I gave her a ring to tell her she left them, and yeah, so I just thought I'd make a demo out of it, something interesting instead of wasting it. Instead of wasting something that I haven't got a use for. These are not for me, so okay, let's see what this piece of lost property is. It's a pair of reading glasses. Yeah, a pair of spectacles. So someone left them behind, the person who helped clean and cook. She ended up leaving them, and now I'm just going to make some constructive use of them that she otherwise... I do think 200% is not big enough, but basically, yeah, I think we're going to make it bigger than 200. But yeah, it's a real pain doing when that happens. You know, you go somewhere and you leave something behind. Now I just got a piece of paper for this to make it look more interesting. But basically, yeah, it's really annoying to lose something like this, especially when you're dependent on it. But it was good that she wasn't panicked, but it would have been nice if she could have been reunited with her glasses. Anyway, that looks interesting, but it looks a bit boring colour-wise. Doesn't look like much. I think a background colour we should have added to this. Maybe a background colour. I think the sizing is pretty much it. So we're going to make a background colour. Going to make it purple. But yeah, it's a real pain. It can be a pain not having your second set of eyes available. Yeah, that looks more interesting. It's quite a boring looking piece, I must say. Maybe we could make a negative of that and make it more interesting. But basically, yeah, it's a real pain losing your glasses, but she was relaxed about it. She obviously has enough money to be without them. Going to pull it up. We're just going to set this up for 100, and we're going to just take the original off, and we're going to make a negative to negative. So I don't know what to do with these spectacles because they're not mine, and they're not my prescription, obviously. But basically, yeah, I'm so grateful she wasn't really panicking about her loss. I wasn't sure, it just came up in my head later that I should make these into a demo. Wondering what colour we're going to make. Gonna leave it. But yeah, it's an interesting how people, well, she obviously had enough, gets paid enough money to to afford this mistake that she made, this error. And this looks really quite nice. They look almost luminous. I think we can make that into a mirror. I'm wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. We're going to make it there, or maybe there, I think. But yeah, an interesting piece to work with. But yeah, I don't know if these are prescriptions or whether they're one of those ones that you pick up off the shelf, or off the off the shelf, or wherever they have, or off, I should say, off the display. But basically, yeah, it would have been a bit of an inconvenience, but you know, it happens. And she was obviously cool about it. Okay, out it comes. So these are our spectacles. A little bit of a minimalist looking design, I do think. But, you know, you get those sometimes. Everyday item indeed. So just line that one up there and this one up here. Just try and push that piece in a bit. Anyway, that looks interesting in a minimalist sort of a way. I think now we can call this demo quits.